Oh, we started with school at home, homeschooling. I'll just be honest. We changed because no one was happy. But we changed in that I literally just said one day, we're not doing any of this. We're just going to read books. And the unit study grew because they kept saying, well, we want more. We want more of this. And I thought we were done. Traditionally, we have done it where I put all of them together and we all learn about the same thing, and we do it with as many subjects as possible. So the idea is that you take one topic and you add history and science and music and art all together because it's going to interest somebody and it's going to tie in the connections so that it makes sense historically. It makes sense with the biographies or the famous people you're learning about. And so that's kind of what we've always done. And then we layer in projects. And the projects is really where I can work with their strengths and their weaknesses. And that's one reason why we do the projects, is because it's a fun way to address all of those things, either sneakily when it comes to the weaknesses, as well as letting the kids know, hey, this is a strength for you. Go for it. Keep building it, and encouraging those talents and giftings. And so that's one reason I love unit studies, and one reason I chose to do it that way, I guess.
So have you been doing that from the very beginning, or was it something that you started homeschooling one way and found that this was a better way?
Oh, we started with school at home, homeschooling. I'll just be honest.
Okay. I want to know why you changed.
We changed because no one was happy. Everything was miserable. But we changed in that I literally just said one day, we're not doing any of this. We're just going to read books. And the unit study grew because they kept saying, well, we want more. We want more of this. And I thought we were done. I'm like, I don't know what else to do with this topic. Until I happened to start seeing that there were, I think might have been ancient Egypt we were learning about. And I was out of ideas. And then I found that there was like a mummy book or a book about ancient Egypt and shapes. And I thought, well, that's math. And then if you learn about the science behind mummification, that's science. And so you can start going down each of those rabbit trails. And it becomes much more exciting for both me and the kids to see how all of those things fit together. And over the years, I've learned that it's really God's story. And if he created math, then it's beautiful. And how does it show up in these topics? If he created the universe and science and nature, then how does that affect what happens in the historical events? And it's his story. So it's really fun to see, learning about, say, the French Revolution. Suddenly you can learn about simple machines with Legos, and you realize, well, that's a horrible thing that humans did with the guillotine, but it really also shows the simple machines and how God created science in a way that we can utilize it for other things as well. And so it was a real process to learn how to do that. But we started because we were miserable. We were making each other miserable. And we just did it naturally as to, well, what else can I add in? How can I keep this going? Because they're excited.
Yeah. So would you consider yourself a unit study mom, or is there another kind of overarching homeschool philosophy that you adhere to? Here's the reason I ask. As an eclectic Charlotte Mason homeschooler myself, unit studies and project-based learning became one of the main things that I used within that modality. And a lot of people would say, wait a minute, Charlotte Mason and unit studies and project-based learning do not go together. And I'm going, but they do. So that's why I was wondering, do you have an overarching?
I don't really. In fact, I kind of made the choice to not have anything, because any kind of one thing that I relate to, because I felt like when I started to do that, I tried to do it correctly. whatever the
Mm.
expectation was of that. And that didn't fit for us. Instead, I kind of just say that I wing it. That's my homeschool mom identity, is I wing it. Um, I'm pretty good at doing things on the fly and pivoting and switching things up pretty quickly. And unit study has taught me how to make connections. So
Mhm.
I can see something, kind of file it away, and then pull it out at the right time. Um, or see something as I'm reading through a read aloud and say, wait, that's a connection in this history book to science. I'm going to have to go look at that. And then the kids and I go look at it.
Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.